the little painter. In a small, quiet town, at the edge of a large forest, there lived a boy named Ravi. Ravi was no ordinary boy. He had a gift that made him stand out despite his poverty. His family was very poor. They lived in a shabby one-room house, with a leaky roof and thin walls that barely kept the cold out in the winter. Ravi's father worked as a laborer, earning just enough to buy food, and his mother stitched clothes for the villagers to make ends meet. They often had to go without basic comforts, but one thing that Ravi never lacked was his imagination. Ever since he was little, Ravi had a passion for drawing and painting. He could take a piece of charcoal and, on any scrap of paper or even the walls of his house, create pictures that seemed to come to life. He would draw the trees swaying in the breeze, the sun setting behind the hills, and the birds flying through the open skies. His family couldn't afford paints or canvas, so Ravi made do with what he had: burnt pieces of wood, leftover chalk, and old newspapers. He would spend hours every day drawing whatever his mind imagined. Despite his talent, Ravi's family struggled. They barely had enough money to send him to school, and while Ravi loved learning, he knew that his dream of becoming an artist seemed distant. Many people in the village admired his drawings, but no one thought art could bring success or money. "It's just a hobby," they would say. "You need to focus on something practical." But Ravi never gave up on his dream. Every day after school, he would rush home, do his chores, and then sit under the big banyan tree in front of his house, sketching whatever he saw. The tree, with its thick branches and wide canopy, became his favorite place to draw. Sometimes he would sell small sketches to the local villagers for a few coins, which he would use to buy paper or a pencil, though that didn't happen often. One day, a stranger visited the village. He was an artist from the city, known for his paintings that were displayed in galleries across the country. His name was Mr. Verma. He had come to the village for a break from the noise of the city and to find inspiration in the peaceful countryside. As he wandered through the village, he noticed a boy sitting under a banyan tree, completely absorbed in his drawing. Curious, Mr. Verma approached him quietly and stood watching over Ravi's shoulder. Ravi, lost in his world of lines and shapes, didn't notice the man standing behind him until Mr. Verma finally spoke. "That's quite a talent you have there," he said softly. Startled, Ravi looked up, unsure of who this stranger was. Mr. Verma knelt down beside Ravi and examined his drawings closely. He was amazed at how detailed and expressive the boy's sketches were, especially considering the limited materials he was using. "Who taught you how to draw like this?" he asked. Ravi shyly shrugged. "No one, sir. I just draw what I see," he replied. Mr. Verma smiled. "You have a real gift, my boy. With the right tools and some training, you could become a great artist." Ravi's heart skipped a beat. No one had ever said such encouraging words to him about his art. He had always been told that art wouldn't get him anywhere. But here was a real artist, someone from the big city, telling him that he could be something more. Mr. Verma asked to see more of Ravi's work, and the boy eagerly showed him his drawings. After spending some time with him, Mr. Verma made an offer that would change Ravi's life. "I want to help you," he said. "I can provide you with paints, brushes, and canvas. I can also teach you how to improve your skills. But you must promise me one thing. You have to keep believing in your dream, no matter what anyone says." Ravi couldn't believe his ears. He nodded excitedly, and from that day on, Mr. Verma became his mentor. He visited the village regularly, bringing Ravi supplies and teaching him new techniques. Under his guidance, Ravi's talent blossomed even further. He started painting beautiful landscapes, portraits, and scenes from his village that captured the spirit of the place. Soon, word spread about the young boy who painted extraordinary pictures. Mr. Verma took some of Ravi's best works to the city, where they were displayed in art galleries. People who saw his paintings were stunned by the emotion and life in his work. They couldn't believe that such talent came from a boy in a small village. Ravi's paintings began to sell, and the money he earned helped his family live more comfortably. He even used some of his earnings to repair their home. Over time, Ravi became well known, not just in his village, but in towns and cities beyond. But despite his growing fame, he never forgot where he came from. He continued to live simply, always remembering the struggles that had shaped him. And though his art took him far, the banyan tree where he had spent countless hours drawing remained his favorite place to paint. Years later, when people asked Ravi what inspired him to keep going despite the hardships, he would smile and say, "I never stopped believing in my dream, and I had the kindness of a stranger who believed in me too."